This is the CheckDown. No fluff. No filters. Just football.
What's good? What's good? Welcome to another episode of the CheckDown. This is the recap divisional round from day one. A lot of excitement, and then a game with not much excitement for one team.
Hey, fuck you, Smitty.
A lot of controversial calls, you know what I mean, where the referee could have or could not have, been a crucial part of a team losing. So we're going to talk about it, but, you know what I mean, yesterday was kind of crazy. I mean, I know everybody watched the game, man. So the first game we're going to talk about, right? We're going to talk about a couple of games, but the first
man, get it out the way, though.
Hold on. The first thing we're going to talk about, we're going to let my boy Dre get them out here and talk about his Giants and whatever he believes in his delusional, moments.
Hey, can we get a the clap sound bite real quick because he got his guy?
Hey man, shout out to Ian O'Connor. Ian O'Connor, he was all over the story the whole time, right? And yesterday he had an interview with Harbaugh after it was announced officially that he was the next head coach, and he said multiple times during that interview that he feels like the Giants are a playoff caliber team, and he thinks we're making the playoffs next year. So, things are a little different over here in New York now, man. We got Harbaugh, we got a top 10 coach in the NFL, potential top 10 quarterback in the NFL a year or two from now. Things are on the up and up right now, man. Just got to get the right staff in. We got the introductory press conference on Tuesday. We'll see, man.
Oh, this is what you want to write here?
Oh, shit.
We not the only ones that hired a coach, though, man.
Nah, you're not. You're definitely not.
Hey, man, shout out to Atlanta hiring Stefanski, man, and not fucking with my defensive coordinator. I appreciate y'all.
I'm crying. I did think that Atlanta was gonna go with an offensive-minded head coach, just because you want that to be the focal point. Your defense is okay, so like keeping Ulbrich, that's cool, but you need somebody that's gonna help mold Penix. Y'all put top 10 draft capital into him, right? Last season he wasn't able to complete it due to injury. We have to see how he looks coming back, but that is your presumed starter for the future right now. So you need a coach that's going to come in here and bring an offense that'll help Penix get comfortable and develop. We'll see how that works out, but I do like when he got fired, I said I do like him potentially going to Atlanta because I like the offensive scheme. And I also think you can utilize those weapons a lot better than Zach Robinson, who's the former offensive coordinator for the Falcons, wasn't able to consistently do. Also, like Harbaugh going to the Giants, I think he can bring some stability and some structure and some order that they've, in my opinion, have lacked. And I like that potential for the future. Now, I understand the fan base is hopeful, saying they winning division year one, they're making a deep playoff run. I pump the brakes. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying let's hold on and let's see what happens. But the Giants could be one of those teams we saw this year that make it from worst to first, essentially, or making a deep playoff run or being playoff contention. I'm not saying that's out of the realm. I'm just saying let's just wait and see what happens. But I do like both hirings that did happen for each individual franchise.
I get to be the team next year that everybody tells that has the weak schedule, and that's the only reason we win in games. So I get to take your spot next year, JMIK.
I mean, and you should tell people what I told them, man. Like, personally, I've been telling people all season, I mean, we earned this easy schedule, man. We won 4 games last year, so I'm not going to take offense you call my schedule easy. We earned it. So when it comes to this topic in the Giants, like, so we all know the acronym NFL stands for National Football League, and it also stands for not for long. And that's why every year you got a bunch of teams that go from last to first. And teams that didn't make the playoffs the year before that make the playoffs, and teams that we would expect to make it every year. Hence the, like the Ravens and the Bengals that didn't make the playoffs. So like the league has that kind of volatility. And so I just feel like the Giants got a good core from Jackson Dart to what's the homeboy name? The wide receiver. His name
Malik
Neighbors.
Neighbors.
Yeah. His name was escaping me because he got hurt. From him to Wendell, like the Giants got a good core. I mean, and I'm not gonna troll them. I mean, the Patriots and Giants got a little history, but like they got a good core, and with a good coach, if they make the right moves in free agency and they make, and they have a good draft class come in and just address certain aspects of the team that need to be addressed, primarily to me is the secondary. I feel like the secondary needs to be addressed. If they can do that, I mean, there's, like there's no ceiling to what they could do. I mean, like, they could be an 8 to 10 win team next year. And I mean, like Dre said, they're gonna have a 4-play schedule. The schedule's gonna be easier than it was this year. I mean, my only thing is like the division. Like the division's gonna be, competitive. I mean, from the Cowboys to the Eagles to the Commanders to the Giants. I mean, all those teams have quarterbacks that are fully capable of taking their teams to the playoffs. So that's gonna be a dogfight. So I mean, I'm just
Dre, you better not let me get an OC that's really gonna do something with his offense.
yeah. So
yeah.
Can you get a quarterback first, good brother?
Already got one.
Oh damn.
Already got one. Can you tell yours to wear that Guardian cap so you can stop getting evaluated for concussions?
You only had one, man. You only had one concussion.
Got evaluated for about 20.
That's cool, man. Hey, look, evaluation. Look, it is what it is, man. My quarterback done learned how to slide.
Man.
My quarterback done learned how to slide, but I got the best head coach in the division, and potentially the best quarterback in the division. So, JMIK, don't lie to these Commander fans and tell them that they're going to be good next year.
I think they're going to be a lot better than the one team. I'll tell you that.
No, they're a joke next year. Ain't nobody worried about the Commanders. Commanders back in the basement. The Commanders back down in the basement, man.
Yeah, I mean, the OC they hired, I get it. He was with the team, but that to me was concerning. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
It was just too fast, bro. If you really believe you're rebuilding and you're coming in next year to be competitive, you at least have to evaluate all the possibilities that's out there in the system. You can't just jump out the window and be like, hey, well, we believe in this guy. Okay, if you believed in him, at least vet some other guys so you have an argument that, hey, we did our best ability to find the guy, but we still believed in the guy we had. Like, I'm even mad at my team, JMIK, for doing it last season. You said, okay, I got faith in Kevin Patullo, but you didn't put any other potential out there to see if there was any other guys good for the spot. You move too quickly for a team that say you rebuilding, but now you out here with the DC problem. Like, how do you jump into the OC seat that fast, but then be like, oh, we gonna really make sure our DC is looked into? That don't make sense. Sound backwards to me.
I mean, y'all will figure it out, and if you don't, that's even better for me next year. So
This nigga so backhanded, dog. I swear to God, this is the most backhanded ass nigga I've ever met in my life, yo.
I am back, sir. I'm back.
But
we'll see.
Yeah,
I'm
but like,
back.
So I didn't touch on the Stefanski thing. Like, I thought they was gonna bring Saleh down there, to be honest, because like
I did too.
Because I mean, his DC was already there from the Jets, so I thought that was gonna work. But they wanted to go offense. I don't mind them doing that personally because I mean they kind of went defense with the last couple times or whatnot. Well, not the last couple times.
Hey, y'all see who in the comments?
Who?
I ain't seen that man in a long time.
I mean that's not UG, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Shout out
brother.
UG, man.
Hey, what he talking? I ain't by my phone. What he talking about?
He said pass versus Texas is nice.
I mean, yeah, it should be a good game.
Ask him about Ben Johnson leaving the Detroit Lions because he told us that Ben Johnson wasn't the engine to that team. I'm sorry, brother. I ain't gonna bring that up. Happy New Year, though.
Yeah. But like the
And you
Savannah
need an
thing, like
engine for your football team right now, good brother, because it didn't look good yesterday.
Listen, dog. I
You
still got
thought you
my
could,
foot.
you thought you could, and you
I,
could not, good
I
brother. Like
did, nigga. Did you get my foot
you did
surgically
not.
removed from your ass? Huh?
Don't try to deflect. You did
No.
not
I'm talking about
yesterday.
you and I,
Don't
brother.
try to deflect.
What happened last time we played?
Don't try to deflect.
Huh?
Don't try to deflect.
Okay, just checking. Just checking.
You scored 6 points in a playoff game
Okay,
yesterday,
I
good
scored
brother.
more
Two
points
field
versus
goals.
you.
Look, the
Uh huh.
Giants scored as many touchdowns yesterday as the
Uh huh.
49ers did.
Uh huh. I don't want to talk to the nigga that didn't you get shut out this week? I mean, a week this year when you scored no points. Did that happen? I think it did.
Why you talking about old stuff,
Oh,
man?
okay. All right.
Yeah, this the
My bad.
Harbaugh New
My
Jack
bad,
City.
brother. My bad, brother.
It's different.
My bad. You know,
All right,
I'm getting
we got
old.
a question for the comments.
yeah.
UG says, is the Seahawks really great, or were the 49ers simply outmatched due to injury?
Both.
Well, you know, I
That's a
was
good
told
football team,
yesterday.
dog.
I was told yesterday I was a hater when I said it didn't matter if Drew Lock, it didn't matter if Jalen Milroe, it didn't matter if Sam Darnold was the quarterback. I had the Seahawks winning by
Hmm.
10. I didn't believe in y'all. And yesterday,
Oh my
watching the game, I just felt even more vindicated
God.
in what I had to say. Yeah, y'all
Hmm.
was just wearing y'all got exposed, man. The
Uh,
Glock finally jammed, man. The Glock jammed on you.
I mean, we
And you
got
couldn't stop
exposed
the
in the
run. You
divisional
got
round.
bullied
Okay.
in them trenches. You got
All
bullied
right.
in them trenches.
Yeah, but like to me, Brock didn't play
We,
terrible though.
we,
I didn't.
we,
I watched that game. He didn't play terrible to me, man. Like it's just like at some point, like at some point, man, who the hell are you throwing to, man? Like,
Meg, I was just about to say that.
yes, it's
Like,
He
like,
played like Jimmy Garoppolo. That's what he played like.
shit.
I mean, but he wasn't like to me, he just didn't play that bad. It's just like at
Nah,
some
you
Nobody
killing
point,
was
UG,
getting,
man.
it's,
That's
it's,
crazy,
it's who you
bro.
throwing
bro.
to. They getting open and all that stuff.
I saw a stat that said, I don't know how true it is. I don't think it's true, but they said uh he ran 413 total yards that game, and I'm like, that's impossible. But I know he was running a lot.
Yeah, I mean, like
UG
that's
said he's
tough
still
there.
not sold on the Seahawks. 49ers just looked outmatched.
I mean, I don't know what to tell you, man. Like
I
they,
don't know what to tell you, brother. That's a good team over there.
yeah, I mean, like they in the conference championship. They're gonna play the Bears or the Rams. I think the better matchup for them is the Bears. I don't think the Rams is a good matchup for them, but I
And
mean,
and we
and we're gonna
my
see.
bad.
No, no,
And we can't sit here and say they finished second last year in the division. So they had a top two schedule. Um, I mean, they won the games, dog.
So my only thing is, right, I kind of see where UG coming from because if your team isn't soft as Charmin in the trenches, and you can actually stop the run, then if you force Sam Darnold to beat you, I don't think he's winning the Super Bowl.
Okay. Well,
I
how many
really
teams
don't.
did that?
Stop the run, man. Just stop the run.
I
And to
mean,
Make
bro, they
Darnold beat
lost.
you.
They lost three games. So how many teams have done it?
yeah,
I mean,
but
it's the playoffs, good brother. I don't care about what happened in the regular season.
but I mean,
Figure
Ah,
it out. It's win or
second
go home.
question to UG's
oh,
second question: have they beat the Rams this season? Yeah, they
yeah, they
that's
split.
split. And it was that crazy Thursday night game where like the
38 to
Seahawks were down.
37
Yeah,
overtime.
they were down by a lot and they came
Oh,
back.
yeah.
So, but I mean, like it's kind of like what Dre said, man. The regular season, once you get to this time of the year, it really, I mean, I mean, you can
It
look back
looked
at
well.
the games,
It looked
but
like a well-oiled machine, though, bro. I ain't gonna cap.
and I mean, JSN didn't even go crazy yesterday.
No,
Yeah.
it was like once they found like it was like, all right, we know our quarterback can't really put it up like that. We gonna figure out a way to have extensions of the run game, keep these boys out on the edges. They found a way to manipulate the problems that the 49ers had on defense yesterday from the injuries.
Yeah,
That's a
And
sign of a good team to me, bro.
and listen, you don't need a lot of JSN when niggas missing tackles on the opening kickoff. You don't need a lot of
And then he caught
JSN
Detroit in the mail.
when your 6'5", 260-pound tight end gets the ball ripped away from him by a nigga that ain't even 200 pounds. You don't need a lot of JSN when your other 6'5", 260-pound tight end gets pushed out of the way by a nigga half his size for an interception. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you niggas was pussy yesterday.
I mean, when you let a running back touch the ball 19 times for 116 yards and 3 touchdowns, I mean, that's the recipe to lose a football game, no?
And I haven't
I
seen
don't.
K9 look like that in a long time, man. He looked like this deep in the season for him to look that healthy. It's kind of crazy.
Now, what Yuchi
Yeah.
just said, though, is true. The 95-yard touchdown home kills the 49ers before the game starts. Yeah, the kickoff return touchdown
Hurt.
beginning of the game, that absolutely kills all momentum that the 49ers convinced themselves that they had coming into that football game. It just
Yeah,
took
you know
like
it did.
the life out of it from them right away, and it gave life to that crowd. And we know that stadium get the rocking. So, I mean, they were kind of doomed from the beginning. It is what it is.
Yeah, man. Niggas woke up pussy.
Yeah, I had to ask myself if Kurt Signetti was on the sidelines for the Seahawks because I felt like I was watching a rematch of Alabama versus Indiana. It
Mm,
gave me PTSD, and I didn't like it. I did not enjoy watching it.
I thought you were gonna say Alabama versus Florida State, but I digress.
I'm crying, but no, I will say, I will say, I did like the creative
Give him Smitty.
ways. I do like the creative
Touche.
ways in which they were trying to get the ball to Walker, Charbonnet. He like getting the ball out of his hands quick, not having like forcing him to really stand up in the pocket for majority of the game. And then something Rome said yesterday was Cooper Cup will be a key factor in the game, and he has some very crucial um first down catches for them to be able
Yeah.
to move the chains. And to me, I think that's the best game I've seen him play throughout this season. And I don't know, the Seahawks just really stepped up.
Yeah, y'all want to know the shit that out of all the bad plays that I saw that game, when it was 2nd and 18, when we sacked Donald that first time, and this retarded ass Ronaldo Green lets JSN run past him so that he could double cover Cooper Cup.
Hmm.
I almost lost my fucking mind. Almost lost my fucking mind. Brother, why would you leave your assignment and let the best wide receiver in the league this season run past you to double team slow ass Cooper Cup? Why would you do that?
I mean, the one thing I got to say to Rome next time I see him is, I mean, I appreciate you for the tip because after the show, I put a little piece of change for Cooper to get 50 yards solo bet. So I got to thank that brother for that.
Oh, I put him down for uh
I should
they
have
had him
taken
for
for
two
more.
receptions. I took him for four. I hit.
I should have taken for more because I only took him for 25 yards. I was like, I'm gonna throw a little 25 in there. Yeah, he hit that so quick. I was like, God, I should have went out there.
Yeah,
But thank you, nevertheless, my brother. We will see him again though. He'll be back. You know,
yeah,
he'll be
yeah,
back.
he'll be back.
For sure. Next on the slate, man. Talking about that Sam Darnold situation, he could be the first one to just let's just say make a Super Bowl out of the guys from the 2018 class: Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, Josh Rosen, and Lamar Jackson. All out of the all of those out of the first round. How does that play out? Like, I mean, obviously, one of the guys on the list people assume should have made it first, but uh,
Who you talking about, Smitty?
Josh
uh
Allen.
Uh,
yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah, him.
the best quarterback in the league.
If that's what they want to
We'll
say.
get to that. We'll get
Mm,
to that.
Oh, my
I
bad,
know
my
you. I
bad,
know
mm,
you
my
ready. I
bad.
know
Did I
you
get
ready.
ahead of
We
myself?
will
I'm
get to
sorry,
that.
my bad,
mm,
You got a little
mm.
ready,
my
so
bad,
just
my bad.
calm
I
down a little
apologize.
bit.
Yeah, I get excited sometimes. I'm sorry.
But how does that play out in that situation, man? How does that look? You know what I mean? That Sam Darnold could be the first one to make it.
Well, y'all already know how I felt about it. You know, I've heard on TV and these spaces, Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the league, with or without a championship. I also heard if Josh Allen was in the NFC, he would have won multiple Super Bowls. Because if he made it to the Super Bowl, I guess in their world, he wouldn't meet up with the motherfucker that kicked him out in the AFC. Um,
How does the math
but
work on that one?
I don't know, dog. But you know, you get to do your own math in 2026. That's what I was told. Um, I said before, dog. Like there is absolutely no excuses. You know, the other three quote unquote kings are not there. Um, everybody has consistently ranked him ahead of Stafford. So that's not even an excuse. If he made it to the Super Bowl and lost to Stafford, that's not even an excuse because he has consistently been ranked ahead of Stafford. This motherfucker lost. He didn't even make it to the championship round. The slander is deserving. You know, like
Oh,
you can't take all the praise and not get no slander. That is not. I don't care what type of math you get. It doesn't work that way.
well, hold on, because I want to get in on this slander, but I don't want to slander the same person you're slandering. I want to slander somebody else because I heard somebody else's name on that list, and it's a certain quarterback, that I'm going to be tied to for the next 5 years, and that's
Hmm.
Lamar Jackson,
Ooh.
right? Um, my question is, I guess, would you rather win Super Bowls and have that type of success, or would you rather be the two-time league MVP that just can't get over the hump to even make it to a Super Bowl? Which career route would you rather go?
Um.
Hey, isn't the point of playing football to win a chip with your team? Like the individual stats, those are great, but isn't it the end goal to win a championship? That's
Yeah, I mean that's
going
the
to be able
goal. I mean,
to
like the stats is
do
cool for
it,
your Hall of
but
Fame career. That's cool,
Yeah.
for the Hall of Fame. But
Yeah.
while you playing, the goal is to win. And that's why, like, I'll say this, man. That's why I respect the Eagles and Jalen Hurts, man. Like, people be shitting on Jalen all the time, but the nigga won. Like, and you can't, there's no price you put on winning. And I mean, the GOAT will tell you that. Like, my GOAT, at least, Tom Brady will tell you that. Like, your stats is cool. Throwing 50 touchdowns is cool, but what's really cool is winning. And so,
You just said it. Give me Eli over Lamar career. I
it's just
agree.
like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, so it's like doing all that, And my other thing is, man, I don't be liking to crown people until you have something to crown you for.
Hmm.
And so it's just like I get it. Like y'all love everybody love their quarterback. We get that. Like Drake, my quarterback. I love Drake to death. That's cool, and that's Josh, their quarterback. And Brock is yours, and Jackson Dart is yours, and Jalen's is Smitty, and Pop guy Tyler Show. That's cool. Like we all love our quarterbacks. Like we're glad that they did.
uh-uh.
Come on,
I
come
knew she was
on,
gonna do that. I knew she was gonna do that.
come
Look,
on,
let's just say four to five.
play
Four to
good. Let's
five. You
get
can't
that
make
pussy.
everybody happy, man.
Yeah, but so my overreaching point is just like, bro, like you can't crown these dudes. Like you gotta let them perform and win shit. And then once you win a title, you can crown them all you want and can't no one tell you no different. But the last I'm gonna say is for the AFC, I mean the Prince is coming. And I'm gonna just
Oh
leave it at
shit.
that. And I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Hey, so because you spoke about crowning guys, I want to ask Smitty. Smitty, how do you feel about guys being labeled a bust too early in their career? Because Sam Darnold was considered a bust. I don't think
Um,
you can still say that currently about a Sam Darnold. So
I think when you look at the situation, right, I think people evaluate way too soon. But it's a microwave type society right now, bro. They want everything quick. You know what I mean? Especially teams that's used to winning. They turn it. They immediately like, this dude ain't good enough. Like, and then we this ain't the first person we kind of watch kind of turn their career. Gino had a resurgence a little bit. You know what I mean? We've seen some guys kind of look bad and then get in the right situation and look better. You know what I mean? So I think it's like sometimes you just got to give a dude a chance. Sometimes the coaching isn't well. Sometimes the people around them aren't well. Like we heard like people say like, bro, I hated going to practice. I hated go. My vet wasn't teaching me the game. Sometimes you just in a situation where it don't work. And when you get into that, then you have to figure out, hey, is it the dude, is the person that we have in this position going to work, or is it the coaching? Because I mean, coaching matters, bro. We're in a league where if
Hmm.
you're not being taught the right way, it ain't gonna look good on the field either.
So I
Like,
I agree with you on my bad.
now go ahead, go ahead.
No, I agree with you on that, man. Like, oddly enough, the two examples that you got came from the Jets, Geno
Yeah,
Smith and Sam Donald. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like going back to like every year we do this draft, and every year, we bring people on. They can be like, oh, sure, they're gonna be a beast in the league. He gonna do this. We don't know that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be a great athlete and go to the wrong team, have the wrong
absolutely.
head coach, be in the wrong system. You understand what I'm saying? Like, all of those, you got to be good. You got to be in the right situation. You got to be in the right system, and you got to be a little lucky, and you got to pray for health. Like, all five of those things are major factors in you just staying in the league. I ain't even talking about you winning. I'm just talking about you staying in the league. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, man. I agree. Like, motherfuckers just too quick with this bus shit, and he suck, or he can't do this, he can't do that. Like, eh, and then I feel like a lot of this gets lost because there are fans that make it, you know, silly excuses. But it's like, eh, people get thrown to the trash too soon, and people get anointed too soon.
I agree. I mean, you see it. I think you see it with almost every position in football now. Whereas in the past, we used to let guys actually come in and, like a Michael Strahan, it took him a couple years to become Michael Strahan, right? Like in today's age, people would have been calling him a bust long before he got there. So I do think fans need to be a little more patient. And sometimes if your team takes a chance on a guy that wasn't good somewhere else, doesn't mean it won't work with you. Hey, like situation matters to Smitty's point. Coaching matters. A lot of different things matter, man. You wanting to be somewhere can matter, right? Because mindset matters. We don't know half of the time what's going on behind the scenes with a lot of these guys. And sometimes a change of scenery is just what they need. And you give them that, they start to produce.
Yeah, I mean, like the quarterback, like I just think there's a problem in the league where like quarterback development, man. Like, and I'm a Patriot fan, so I could clown the Jets all the time about it because they haven't really developed a quarterback. But it's not just that. Like I clown them a lot about that, but it's not just them. Like there is a quarterback development problem in this league, and I mean, I'm gonna just say it like that. Like, guys get drafted high, and I mean, you expect a lot out of them. I could use Mac Jones as an example. Like we drafted him. First year he was solid for us. He got to the playoffs. I mean, we lost wild card round, and then the next 2 years, I mean, a legendary coach and Bill Belichick gives him a DC as an OC, and he screws up his development. And then he went to Jacksonville. He kind of resurrected his career in Jacksonville when Trevor got hurt. And then he signed with the 49ers, and then with under a competent offensive system or scheme, he played pretty well. And I mean, now people are talking about trading him, and I've been in a lot of team spaces on Twitter, and I've heard a lot of teams that need quarterback talking about Mac Jones. 3 years ago, never in my wildest mind would I ever thought I would be hearing teams wanting for Mac Jones. Never. So that just lets you know, like, there's a development problem. I just think you got to be patient with these guys. And like in the case of CJ Stroud, he had a great rookie year, but he hasn't had the same kind of success. But people was ready to crown him after that first year. And I just think the expectation that they put on him was a little bit too much. And that's what I'm gonna try to avoid with Drake, because everybody talk about he top five this and top five that because he had a great. He had one of one of the best seasons for a quarterback this year. But it's like that's just 1 year. Like I gotta we gotta let these guys develop, but let these guys learn and get more snaps in the NFL. And just like try to develop. And so that's what I be telling people. Like, don't try to crown these players. Well, you're talking about quarterbacks or wide receivers or edge rushers or linebackers or safeties, whatever position you're talking about, like you shouldn't be trying to crown these dudes after 1 year. You got to let them develop. You got to let them play.
It makes sense what you're saying, but
And
we
we're not
live in
going
a
to do that.
fan
So,
culture. We live in a fan culture. Like
We're not doing that.
you know what it is. Like y'all go win the Super Bowl this year. You can say, oh, it was only 1 year. Like
I'm definitely gonna say it.
you know how spaces are though. People not gonna care. Like you just won the Super Bowl. Drake had the great season he had, but I do think we should stop crowning. I mean, I guess it depends on the conversation, right? If you're talking about a top five for that year, I mean, if you're statistically a top five quarterback for that season, yeah, you were top five that year, right?
Yeah.
Like, especially if the results match it. But if we're talking about career, that's a little different, right? Because you have one great year and then you fall off year two, you never see it again, and you weren't top five for that 1 year. You just had one good season. You were Juju Smith-Schuster. That's what you were.
Damn. Well, I'm saying damn, but that's true though. I mean, context does matter, man.
Juju Smith-Schuster for that year is crazy work. I'm certified. What you doing on? Well, no comment. What's going on here?
Hey man, I'm just waiting for the Josh Allen section of the show. That's all. You know, Dre was like, "Hold on for a second. Let's talk about my coach and all of that mess." So I'm just waiting. That's all.
All right. So Yuji got one more question. He said, "What is the proper timeline to judge these guys?" It look at Stafford. It took a while for him to get the credit for what he deserved.
It depends on the situation, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because if Stafford's situation didn't change, we wouldn't be talking about him at all.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. And I think you got to give these guys at least a whole rookie contract first, at the very minimum. Like I just think, like JJ, a perfect example right now. Like we had a conversation last night about JJ in the space, and it's just like, do you stick with JJ for year 3, or do you try to get Aaron Rodgers because Aaron Rodgers wanted to go there last year? It's like, what do you do? Because he's been pretty injury prone in the pros, but he wasn't that way in college. So it's like, that's a perfect example. Like, do you want to, let's say it goes for Michael Penix. Like, do you want to be, give them the whole 4 years of their contract and maybe the 5th year option to be, to be patient. But the problem is, see, this is where the problem comes in, right? It's the coach. The coach can't have that kind of patience because the chances are he's not going to last them 5 years. Mm-hmm. So he got to win at some point. And so I think that's where where the gray area comes in. It's like you want to develop the quarterback, you want to give him time, but if you do that and he's not successful, you don't have a job anymore.
Yeah, but isn't that on you then? If the quarterback doesn't develop, I mean, I guess it could be on the player too, but
yeah, I just think
even then you took a chance on the guy, so it's still on you.
Yeah, I just think teams got to be more patient with these quarterbacks, man. I just think. And I mean, firing, I get it. They work for the Patriots, and like we had a coach for 1 year, we fired him within the same year, and then hired another coach, and we're at. I get like we're the outlier. Like this is not the normal situation. Like, and most of the time, teams that are firing their coach after 1 year or 2 years, they are not successful. That's just the way that it works. Because you need to be able to build a program. I mean, for some coaches, every coach ain't like Vrabel or like other coaches, like the coach and like Jacksonville, Liam Cohen, they're not able to build a program in 1 year. They're just not. So I just think it's patient on both sides. You got to be patient with the quarterback, but you also got to be patient with the coach to be able to build the program.
Yeah. JMIK, you made me think of something a few minutes ago when you were talking about Mac Jones. I should have known Jackson Dart was good in college. His quarterback coach was Joe Judge, and he was still successful. Like, that's crazy.
Man, I'm not hearing
that. That is crazy.
Man, I'm glad that I'm glad when he left my franchise. Man, I'm not gonna say nothing good about Joe Judge.
Apparently, they love him at Ole Miss though. Like, apparently, I don't know. He's a big locker room guy over there.
That's great for them.
Doesn't really surprise me though. He has that vibe of a college guy. But I mean, speaking of a guy that did kind of surprise me yesterday was Josh Allen. 4 interceptions. Or not 4 interceptions, 4 turnovers, 2 fumbles, 2 interceptions.
2 lost fumbles.
2 lost fumbles, 3 fumbles in total.
Is that really something not to expect? Like
in the playoffs, kind of.
Yeah, playoffs.
I mean, if I'm not mistaken, that was his first game where he committed multiple turnovers in the playoffs, right?
Yeah,
No, because last year he had 3 turnovers.
Oh shit.
Like
he
my
did.
thing
Yeah,
is
yeah,
Did he?
yes, yes.
yeah.
Oh shit.
I looked up the stats because
Because
there
I
was
So
a
thought
these niggas have been
conversation.
lying to me for a whole year?
My thing
they said he
is
hadn't had the
Josh.
interception since 23 in the playoffs or something like that.
Yes, but is a fumble not a turnover? I'm
Oh yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Um,
Oh yeah. That's right. That's right. You got to do Bills math. You know.
yeah. So like he's turned the ball over in the playoffs multiple times. He has 10. Well, before yesterday, he had 10 turnovers.
Yeah, so I looked up the stat was he hadn't thrown an interception since 2022 in the playoffs. That was the stat I was referring to. But I don't fumble wise, I'd have to look deeper into the numbers. Yeah. You're right. He had 2 fumbles last year, 1 fumble in 23, and 1 fumble in 22.
Nah,
They
I could dead
they
ass.
told
Hold
me
on,
that guy
hold
didn't
on.
turn the ball over in the playoffs. They've lied to me, JMIK.
Yeah, he definitely had 2 turnovers last year. No, no,
He
well, no,
did.
actually, I take that back. He fumbled the ball 2 times, but he didn't lose any fumbles last year.
Mm.
So, I mean, I guess now we have to have the conversation, right? Like we just had the conversation about Sam Darnold potentially being the first quarterback from that draft class to make the Super Bowl. Um, there's been a continuous conversation for multiple weeks now, especially since Mahomes went out, right?
Hold
That
on, real
this
quick,
is the year.
real quick. So these are the stats I looked up before yesterday game. He has 4 interceptions, 10 fumbles, and 2 fumbles lost. So he turns the ball over in the
Oh yeah,
playoffs.
yeah. I mean,
Six
like 10 fumbles is
turnovers.
still a lot. I mean, no matter if you don't lose them or not, that's still a lot of fumbles.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he may not throw interceptions or whatever, but he fumbles the ball consistently.
Yeah,
Well, the conversation was this was the year where Josh Allen has to get it done right because a lot of the competitors are not in the playoffs this year. No Mahomes, no Lamar Jackson, and it just, I mean, it's another disappointing postseason for them. So where do the Bills go from here? Like, should they start to look at maybe a coaching change or
Nah,
something else in the
you.
cards? Or what do you
Uh,
think about
uh,
the Bills?
to me, it's like I've never been a big fan of Bean. Um, I've thought he's gotten away with some very poor draft classes and also free agent moves that he's made. Just due to the fact that the Bills have been able to win despite some of the questionable moves that have happened. Um, I don't necessarily think it's Sean's fault, but I'm just saying I don't know how you get rid of the GM and you still retain the head coach in that situation as well when y'all kind of came as a package deal.
I so for me, I feel like the Bills have not done a good job. Like I talk shit about Josh Allen, and most of it is just me talking shit, though. You know, he's a great quarterback. They failed him as far as weapons. You know, I feel like they concentrate too much on the defensive side of the ball. Um, they've tried to give him tight ends. It's not really working. And then they found him a running back, and they act like they don't want to keep him. They act like they don't want to pay him. You know, so I feel like they're kind of similar to us. They've concentrated too much on locker room guys, and they haven't gotten the athletes. They haven't gotten the explosive guys in the draft, and they're gonna fuck around and ruin Josh Allen's career.
I agree with Yuji. I think so. You saying they are going to? I believe what Yuji just said right here. No, his career is shaping up just like Philip Rivers. It's too late. They won the AFC East 4 straight times, just like the Chargers, only for another young team to come up and be ahead of them at this point. You
I
let
ag-
you let the
I
Patriots go
agree.
through a rebuild, and then now they're headed to a place you
Yeah,
haven't been in years.
yeah.
Now this kind of goes into a conversation we was having last year, um, during the off season, looking at the landscape of some of the teams, right? And we said there's gonna be a lot of these playoff teams that we've seen in the playoffs. We ain't gonna be seeing no more because there's a lot of young teams coming up, a lot of young teams that's building up, and they're potentially gonna be the new faces in these
Hmm.
conferences. And going into this season, I said this might be the last year for the Bills to try to get it done because the Patriots are cooking something up. I don't know what's going on with the Jets and the Dolphins, so I'm not really looking at those teams, but I'm just like, listen, the Patriots got something right there.
Shit,
They
that's
got their
enough.
guy.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? They got
I mean,
their
but y'all gotta
guy.
look at like
So
Denver. You know, there's other outside of the division. There's other teams like how long do you think the Bengals and the Ravens are going to be down? And then like this, like, you ain't even talking about the AFC South. Man. The AFC South is
oh,
shaping up to
that's
be
cooking.
a tough
Yeah.
division, bro. Like
Yeah,
you
because
Yo,
the
ooh,
Texans have drafted well. They
yeah,
just got hit with the injury bug.
you got the
You
Texans,
know,
you got the if the Colts can find an answer at quarterback, they're going to be an issue for teams, and the Jaguars are going to get better, man.
they
That's
always draft well.
yes.
If it's one thing they do, they draft well.
So it's like
and listen, if Tennessee can build around Cam, because listen, I think Cam got the goods. So if Tennessee can build around him, bro, like, come on now. Like, there's a lot of teams that got potential right now within the AFC that is just like, I just don't see how a lot of these, bro, like, I think a lot of these quarterbacks that we've been talking about for the last 5, 6 years, like, your window is about it's shut. It might
yeah, I
be
mean, like, that's
done.
what I always say. Like when you have the chance to win, you have to win, and you can't say, "Oh, next year, or the year after," man, because there's always another team in the NFL coming up, and they're gonna challenge you and they're gonna surpass you, and then you'll be looking at your opportunity, and you'll be looking like, "Man, well, we could have did this, and we didn't win nothing with them." And I think the Bills in that situation right now is just like they had a 4 to 5 year window where they were controlling that division, making it to the playoffs every year, and they could not get over the finish line. And now you got the younger quarterbacks on these young teams that are coming up, and they're not spending a bunch of money at the quarterback position. They're spending the money, in skill position players and like other areas of the team. And so for me, like just to speak on Josh, like when I watch that game, like I gotta blame Josh Allen for the turnovers. I'm not gonna shoot him no bail. Like, bro, you've been playing for 9 years, bro. Like you've been in this league 9 years. Like you cannot when you're running around like hold the ball like a loaf of bread, bro. Like you can't, especially with a defense like Denver. Like you cannot do that. And so I gotta blame him for that. And I mean, like the interceptions. I mean, I could go one way or the other, but like he was just trying to take too many risks with the ball. In my opinion.
JMIK, when you go back and watch that, do you feel like he was? I felt like he was trying to make a play to somebody that wasn't there. I felt
Yeah,
like when he like that spin around. I think he thought somebody was behind him that was a teammate, and he thought he was gonna make a play. He thought he was gonna make a magical play, and somebody was gonna be there and then take off with the field. Nobody was there.
Yeah, but you still got to protect the ball, man. I'm going through the same thing with Drake May, man. I be watching his games, and sometimes he be getting stripped, and he don't got two hands on the football, bro. Like I can't give you an excuse for that. Like you can't fumble the ball. And then secondly, I'm gonna blame the GM, bro. Like I'm watching a game where you got a top 5 quarterback in this league, and he's throwing to his primary receiver is Brandon Cooks, a dude that the Saints cut. I mean, no disrespect to Pop and the Saints. But they cut that nigga because he wanted to play for a contender, whatever the situation was. So you're throwing your wide receivers, you're throwing
That's
to
not what happened. The thing is, he wasn't getting the snaps he felt he deserved. But the thing is,
yeah.
you're not playing better than the guys in front of you who aren't that great.
Yeah. So and just to add on, like Khalil Shakir, like, I like him as a slot guy. I think he's a really good player in that role. So he's fine. But the other receivers you're throwing to are Brandon Cooks, Keon Coleman, McCole Hardman, and Curtis Samuel. Nigga, like that's a problem. And like I get it only lost by a field goal, but like you gotta have better wide receivers. And I get they signed Palmer from the Chargers, but like you gotta give your guy better receivers. And I ain't saying you gotta give him, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson level receivers, but the names I read off, like you gotta give him better guys. And I mean, at some point you gotta give him a difference maker at receiver. And I get they already did that with Diggs and it didn't work out, but just because it didn't work out one time, don't mean that you don't give him talent on the outside.
UG said no one is acknowledging the fact that the NFC is about to have few QBs creep into the top 5 talk within the next 3 years. And UG becoming my favorite listener today, man, because I scan through the names and I see Daniels, and then another name, a Dart, huh? Jackson Dart.
Boy, this is a
But no,
nasty.
I do think he made a good point because I think quarterback play has kind of been lacking in the NFC for a while. And I
I can
do think
agree.
we're starting to see the uptick in quarterback play in the NFC, which then creates a different dynamic too, right? So yeah, it's going to get interesting within the next few years. I don't think the Bills window is closed, but I do think that things are going to just continue to get more difficult for them. I agree with y'all. It's the better teams get, the harder it is for them to get to the Super Bowl. So it's not
Yeah,
impossible, but it's tougher.
yeah, and you got to think about it. Like with a lot of these teams that have quarterbacks already signed, they ain't got to really pay too many people. They can just reload on talent. They can just add to their roster. There's not like a bunch of needs that these teams are having. So I'm just looking at it from next, like kind of trying to look ahead, and I'm just like, y'all have to address this wide receiver issue that y'all have been having, and y'all can't patchwork it with free agents that are kind of bottom tier free agents. You got to draft a guy. Y'all tried it with Keon, but I'm gonna be honest, Keon is not the guy I think they think he is. He's not that. And so you gotta get a, like, to me, I think it was a disservice not drafting a wide receiver in last year's class when you had talent at the wide receiver position going all the way into the fifth and sixth round. Like there was an opportunity for you to grab somebody, for you to develop somebody, for you to be able to work them into the system, and you failed to do so. Like that's where I'm saying, like, you got to start looking at the GM for the Bills for his poor draft classes that he's had over the last 4 to 5 years, just in regards to building around Josh Allen.
I'll tell you what, I can tell that my GM came from Buffalo. I can definitely tell. He hasn't done a great job either. Like you can tell him and Brandon Bean used to work together. Mm. I'm looking at last year. So yeah, they took Maxwell, TJ Sanders, Landon Jackson, Deion Walker, Jordan Hancock, Jackson Halls, Dorian Strong, Chase Lund. They did take a receiver in the seventh, Caden Prater, but I mean, I don't hate that draft. I think it was a good draft. I can't now look back on it and say that wouldn't have been a good draft, but
Yeah, but you can point to one of them defensive players like like the kid out of Arkansas, right? He's their prototype for edge rusher. Like that's the prototype that Sean McDermott likes. Instead of drafting him, they drafted him in like the third or fourth round? You could have used that pick on a wide receiver or some other skill position player to help the offense, and they didn't really do that. And I mean, like that dude played and he got hurt, and he really didn't have that much impact on the team. I mean, his future is bright. I mean, I think he'll be a contributor going forward once he gets healthy. But that don't help you this year.
yeah. Look, my thing is I gotta stay consistent, right?
I ain't gonna
Because
lie, UG cooking though. He said Josh is 1-5 in road playoff games. What do you think happens now if he's not winning the East?
He's gonna have a lot of road games if they make the playoffs. That's what's gonna happen.
Hey
that's a
man,
fact.
that's
And other
something
teams
else
figure
you're
that
gonna
out.
have to be able to overcome. Like you're not gonna always be able to play at home in the playoffs. You're gonna have to win some games on the road at some point in time. And being 1-5, that's not good. And being 0-3 after the overtime rules got changed because of your team and still not being able to be successful with that is just like, come on.
Yeah, that's the interesting thing that hasn't came up and nobody talked about it yet. His stats in overtime games.
Yeah, he's got the most consecutive losses. He's actually tied with two other quarterbacks. He's 0-7 in overtime. I think he's tied with Steve Grogan and some other quarterback that I can't remember his name at this point. And if he loses one more overtime, he's gonna have that record by himself.
My thing is like I said it a few episodes ago with Lamar, right? Like I can't give you credit for digging yourself out of a hole that you put your team in. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what Josh Allen did yesterday. Like you hurt your team, tried to will them back to victory. It didn't work out that way. Was it a catch? Was it an interception? I don't really care. Tell you the truth, because at the end of the day, what's done is done. But in the past, I shot Josh Bell. Like the 13 seconds game, I'm like, well, that's not on Josh. That like it is what it is. But this one, like, I don't there's no way you can not give him blame for this game. He wasn't good enough. And going forward, I do agree if they're gonna have to assess something. Either the GM has to go or he's gonna have to change his strategy or whatever, but it just hasn't been good enough.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way. Like I give him Bell for the 13 seconds game. I give him Bell for that game because like the defense, especially as the defense kind of failed them. I can't do that yesterday. You just can't, man. Like that's a game that they could have won and that they didn't win. So he gonna have to just shoulder some of the blame. Well, not some, but a large portion of the blame because we all love to say when the team wins, the quarterback get all the credit. When the team loses, you got to blame the quarterback. And like I got to keep it consistent, man, because I've been slandering like Lamar for his 2 turnovers the first half against the Bills last year. And I mean, even though he did enough to get the team back in the game, they didn't win. And it's an eerily similar situation that Josh's turnovers put them in the hole. He got them out the hole, but they couldn't get all the way out the hole to get on top and win the football game. So I mean, so if I'm a slander Lamar last year, I got to do Josh the same way. Like I'm a pretty consistent person. I don't play size like that. I mean, so he just gonna have to catch the slender until we start the new season of football. So it just, it is what it is.
Certified? You quiet, man. What's going on, man?
He might
Angie
still
said we
be
being too nice.
recovering for yesterday. You know.
Oh man. Jeez, you better get it together, good brother. You wanted this outcome, and now you're not talking.
I thought my mic was on. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm you know that meme where where the dude is recording and the girl is on top of the other girl punching? That's what y'all doing right now. Like y'all saying everything for me. I mean, I can come off the top rope like Randy Savage if y'all want me to, but I mean y'all done hit all the bases. I think we done beat the hell out of that horse. I think it's dead.
Well, since you said we beat the hell out of that horse, can we move
Hmm.
on to the other side of the ball and talk about the Denver Broncos? You see what I
Yeah.
did there? Horse
Mm,
Broncos, they catch up,
mm,
man. I got bars, son. I got bars. See, yeah,
mm.
yeah, yeah. Uh,
I'm
Bo
doing that
Nix
thing with my
impressed me.
fingers. T it, clock it,
Uh,
something like that. Whatever it is, do it.
Bo Nix impressed me yesterday. I can't continue to slander Bo Nix.
I wouldn't say I was impressed.
I was.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The half that I saw, he looked more of a hindrance than helping to me. And I felt like I thought that Sean Payton would have done a better job at hiding him. But he I don't know, man. It's like he right when with that right before the half when they went on that drive, he threw like 2 darts. And I was just thinking like where was that in the first half, in the first quarter? You know what I'm saying? I just he looked shaky to me, man. Like I just feel like it. I feel like I'm watching. No disrespect. I feel like I'm watching Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm just like, okay, woo, okay, okay, woo. It's like he just looks like an accident waiting to happen.
It sounds like you got some the leftover trauma. That's what it sounds like.
Mm,
But what I'll say about Bo is, man, I gotta stop calling Bo trash, man. I don't think after that performance, like he went toe to toe with Josh Allen, man. I can't. I'm not saying he's the best quarterback in the league, but I'm not going to continue to call that man trash or mid. I just he's done enough for me to kind of remove that label. Now, I mean, the more that he does in the future, I mean, like the higher I could put him up in my quarterback list or whatever. But I'm not gonna call him mid or trash. He came to the game. People didn't believe in him, and I mean, he met the moment. Even though he missed a lot of throws in that game, but when like the throws he needed to make, he made those throws.
yeah,
And I mean, like and you can still not respect Bo Nix, but you got to respect him for one thing, his toughness. Because yeah, I mean, he didn't play the whole game with that like broken ankle, but bro, like he did he didn't go out the game like, you know, like I get it, it's the adrenaline and all that. But the dude is a tough, you know, SOB, man. Like you got to get that to him.
Yeah,
So
I wouldn't call him
real quick,
trash. Go ahead.
this is off topic, but Brett McMurphy from On Three just reported that no agreement on expansion for the college football playoff has been reached yet. And if no agreement is reached by Friday, there will be no expansion next year, and we will still stick to a 12-team playoff.
I don't want
Yeah,
an
get back
expansion.
to it. I just
Yeah, no, I don't.
Thank God
I'm
for that.
cool. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I don't want a expansion anyway.
Yeah,
So
like they about to water this down, bro. And I don't, you
well,
don't even
the
have
Big
you
Ten
don't
went for
have enough 12.
2014, sir.
I
They
know,
went 24.
but this ain't the NFL, dog. You don't have 12 franchises that deserve to be in a postseason as is.
I mean, it's going to either 14, 16, or 24 is what they want to do. So,
And they're just going to dilute the product. And that's the whole reason why we got the playoffs in the first place. Is so that we
well,
can
look,
get the strongest teams in there.
we'll shelve that conversation for another day because it just came across the
Okay.
timeline. It had just came out,
Right.
right? It was some news, but we
But
get
getting
back to
back,
the Bo Nix thing real
uh,
quick. He
I
he's
just
he's
let
still
me
mid.
finish though. I feel like I'm not gonna call him it. Um, Now I haven't seen a lot of Bo Nix, but I feel like in the playoffs that's who you are. When the lights get as brightest, you're more than likely going to play against one of the better defenses in the league more times than not. He's inconsistent because I feel like if he would have hit the layups, he would not have had to make those big throws right before the half. So I need to see him more consistent because the talent is clearly there. And if you can make those throws right before the half where your team is down, at home first, you the number one seed. It's a lot of pressure. If you can make those throws in those moments, you should be able to hit the layups.
Yeah,
But
but I
but
mean,
but that's on Sean
um,
Payton too, because he's not going to escape the Drew Brees merchant until he actually does it again.
but I think you could argue that Bo Nix is consistent. He's consistent in being inconsistent. Because he's
I hate
consistent in
this
the
nigga.
fourth quarter, and he's consistently bad in the first three
I
quarters.
hate
Like
this nigga, man.
that was Bo Nix this
I hate
season,
this
though.
nigga, yo.
But it was all season. Bo Nix wasn't really good for the most part in the first three quarters, and in the fourth quarter, if I'm not mistaken, he was the best fourth quarter quarterback in the league or something, based off of the analytics or something like that. I read something about that the other
yeah,
day.
no, he definitely was, and that's why I think the Bo Nix that we saw is the Bo Nix that he gonna be. Like sometimes I just believe in what I see, and I'm believing him that he's just not gonna ever be able to have a fourth quarter in the first quarter, in the second quarter, in the third quarter. That's just what I feel.
Yeah, I mean that's just what we've seen. I mean, I will give him the credit that like he might not make the plays the first three quarters that puts his team in the hole, but when the plays got to be made, he's gonna make them plays the majority of the time. So I mean, I got to give him credit for that
Yeah,
because I mean, like, there's a lot of guys that when you get down to that fourth quarter crunch time, they just can't perform.
yeah, they look funny in the light.
Yeah,
Well, the two things you can say about him: he's clutch, and he's really tough. Because obviously, he had the injury yesterday and stayed in the game. And Smitty, I mean, what's your thoughts on Bo Nix?
Uh, I think he showed up, man. I mean, that's all you can ask for, bro. Yesterday, like I know people want to say like he made, but like in a moment where like Josh Allen, a quarterback that everybody would say is superior to what he is, right? He fighting back in the game. He take the lead. He pretty much, I mean, in my opinion, he put a young quarterback in a tough situation, right? And it's like Bo Nix didn't shy away. Bo Nix came out, made some plays. He threw some dots to Cortland Sutton. He made a big play to Mims. Like he had some throws in those moments where I was like, okay, like Bo Nix kind of You know what I mean? He wasn't the greatest. Like, I don't think he. See, this is the thing, right? You were just talking about Josh Allen. The reason they were in the hole they were in was because of Josh Allen. Josh Allen made turnovers. Josh Allen put points on the board for the other team, whether you want to admit it or not. Like that fumble at half, the moments of those fumble, that fumble was horrible. You having a chance to probably go down if you could score a touchdown and take the lead, but if not, you get in field goal range and you go into a field goal. What down? It would have been down what 9 to. It would have been 9 to 10 at that point, right? If you get another field goal.
You know, we talking about the first half?
When he fumbled, it's 3 to 10, right?
And you,
It
and
was.
you,
It would have been 10-10 going in.
Yeah,
the
if you
half.
go down and score,
it ended up
10,
being
10.
a 10
And then
point
if
swing.
you get the field goal, it's 6-10, right?
Yeah, but I thought they scored a touchdown. They kicked it off, and then that's when Josh fumbled. And then they added
No. They got a field goal. They had got a field goal. It was 7. It's 7-3.
Okay.
7-3. He fumbled, but you fumbled in plus territory for the other team.
Oh. And what you talking about is the James Cook fumble. That's what you talking about. Because they was up 7-3, they was driving, and James Cook he got hit by the middle linebacker.
Yeah. James Cook fumbled first. Yeah. James Cook's fumbles, right? That put you down. But then right before the half, you go out and give them another 3 points.
Yeah.
It's like the microcosm of just continuous bombardment, and then that man had everything in him to start fighting back, right? And then to me, like Bo Nix withstood the punches. Like he was like, all right, he back. It's 24-23. Some players would have fumbled at that point. It's over with. They done came back. They done put me down. I was up. He walked them back down and made some plays, bro, in the clutch moments. And then with the injuries, still stood in there and made some more plays. Like, you can't be mad at him for that, bro. Like,
and I think the other context you got to put into it is like Josh Allen had a run game. Denver didn't have no run game. Not in that game. They couldn't run the ball in that game. So so he was shouldering the offense pretty much because the run game wasn't there. And so at least for the Josh, the Buffalo fans, you could say, well, they almost ran for 200 yards, I think it was. And so at least he had that to lean on, but Bo ain't have nothing to lean on. So I gotta give him credit for that too.
So I went back to check real quick. The sequence was right before the half. It was the touchdown was to Lil Jordan Humphrey. Right, that put him up 17-10.
Yep.
And then right after that, Josh Allen threw the pick that put him in field goal range, and they went up 20-10. So a 10-point swing, and that affected. I mean, they lost the middle eight of the football game. And a lot of coaches, they talk about you got to win the middle eight of the football game. A lot of them are believers. You win the middle eight, you have a great chance to win. I think the analytics say the same thing, but. Yeah, it's unfortunate. It is what it is. Broncos did what they needed to do. I still think they're frauds.
Yeah. I mean, like that. I was saying it yesterday, man. Like that defense on paper should be a lot better than what it is. I don't know.
That's how it's been all year. It's like y'all not as good as y'all think y'all are. But they've been able to get away with it because the teams that they faced have made some critical mistakes that the Broncos have been able to take advantage of. That's how they've been able to play. I'm not listen. Bo Nix is still a bum to me. My opinion hasn't really changed in that regard. Maybe next year, I don't know, but just right now, I'm not really sold. I'm not. And it could just be that hater in me. I can accept that.
Dang, she said the hater in me. That's crazy.
I mean, at least she's not shy about it because I mean, some people say it is and they be hating like crazy. So, and I give Pop credit for that.
Yeah, truthful. All right, so let's get into some more of this talk real quick. Hey, certified man, I thought you was, you know what I mean? You real quiet today, man. All right. We ain't gonna slander you
I'm,
though. We ain't gonna slander
I
Hey, I
mean, nah,
see my
man.
guy Roche in the building. What's good with you, man? You a Falcons fan? He got his podcast too.
So I
Shout out
got a
to him.
question, right? Obviously JMIK touched on it though, but like it's unfortunate that he went down with the injury, but can Jared Stidham win?
Congratulations on getting to the Super Bowl, J Mick.
And we still got to win today. Hold on. I'm gonna have my team with no bad juju. We still got to win today, man. That's mission number one. We still got to win.
I said what I said. Congratulations on getting to the Super
And
Bowl.
if
Because
we
I got y'all
do,
winning today. Look, if the Tuscaloosa Texans get there, I won't be mad either. But the winner of the game today is going to the Super Bowl.
I mean, they should. The only thing I say is Denver's a tough place to play. That's the only thing I say.
Jared might play better than Bo. It's always a
Thank
possibility.
you, Yuji.
Yuji.
Thank you,
Nah,
Yuji.
it's
That's disgusting. Y'all not about to tell me you believe in Jared Stidham.
because if
Wait,
Jared
they
was
went from Auburn quarterback to Auburn quarterback. That's crazy.
yeah, but if Jared Stidham was so good when Bo got drafted, they both were fighting for the job and Bo beat him out. So that should tell you everything that you need to know about like Bo Nix and Jared Stidham.
Man, it sounds like Jared Stidham biased, man.
No,
Can't
that's not
believe Bo.
biased. I mean, like my team. I mean, we drafted him out of college. Like I mean, we drafted him and traded him. I believe we traded him to the Raiders. I think it was or some team. But yeah, like he wasn't good for us. I mean, he's gotten better. I'll say that he's not as bad as when he first came into the league. But to put the game on his shoulders without a run game and expect him to win you the game, I mean, like that defense is gonna have to play like the 0-1 Ravens defense played, bro. I mean, like no matter who they play, whether it's the Patriots or the Texans, because both them teams got good defenses, and so it's gonna be extremely hard to move the ball on both of them defenses with Jared Stidham at quarterback.
I get
And
what
if
you're saying, but I mean, I'm just wondering if he got an opportunity to make it happen. That's it.
Oh, I mean, he got an
I
opportunity because he's playing in the game. Oh yeah, for sure.
Nah, but Smitty just saying that because he done seen Nick Foles do it. This is not Nick Foles,
That's
Smitty.
that's not
Like
Nick Foles, man.
it's Jared Stidham. Jared Stidham
What
is
y'all
not good.
mean? What Nick Foles got to do with this?
And then I mean, Nick Foles
Jared
also.
Stidham is not Nick Foles. That's all I'm saying.
And the way that the situation is not the same is Nick Foles had to step in the regular season, and so he had a couple games in the regular season, and he moved into the playoffs, and then he got hot in the playoffs. Jared Stidham coming off the bench. Jared Stidham ain't really played no snaps this year because it's not like Denver been blowing teams out where they've been letting him get some game time. The Broncos have had a lot of close games. I'm not sure how many snaps Jared Stidham has even seen in the season. So, and I think there's a stat going out there that he hasn't thrown a pass in the NFL in almost 2 years. So,
You
but
just
I mean,
said Jared is more
Peyton,
accurate, less mobile, and if they can run the ball, you never know.
I'm gonna just say this. I've watched Trevor Simeon win games for my team when Sean Payton had him as a starter.
in
So
the playoffs.
listen, all I'm saying that did I say that, JMIK?
Hold on, I'm just asking.
All I'm saying is Sean Payton's gonna create a game plan for Stidham
Yeah,
to make him successful. I will say though, their inability to run the ball, which I've been saying hasn't been there all year, that will be a problem because you can't rely on that to help your quarterback out now. So they're gonna have to get real creative. And Sean Payton does love his screens when he can't run the ball. So we'll see what happens with that. But I don't know. I just think that the Broncos' chances of making the Super Bowl are kind of gone. What about Knicks not being able to be there?
Hey, you just said, what if you actually get production at the quarterback, production the whole game instead of first quarter and last 2 minutes?
And what if Jared Stidham throw 3 picks in the first half? That we doing.
I mean,
Yeah, of course, if they get consistent quarterback play all game, they're gonna be in it. But like they haven't gotten that from Bo Nix, so yes, that would be an upgrade. But what if he comes out there and the lights are too bright, and him being an Auburn quarterback and them not ever being good at football pisses down his leg? Because he went to Auburn. Like no serious quarterback is going to the University of Auburn. I don't trust not one of them. And it's only two of them in the league. The last one that was good was Cam, and he was different. But Jared Stidham, Bo Nix,
Well, Cam was he wasn't originally an Auburn quarterback, so I'm gonna
nah.
just say I'm gonna give him
Yeah,
that
but you still
bail.
got to call him that though, because he won the Heisman and I mean like national championship. This I think you got to label him as an Auburn quarterback though.
Nah.
So then I mean like who does he belong to then?
No. What I'm saying
Blake
is
Community College.
Oh, come
I'm
on.
crying. Now what I'm saying, Mick, is he wasn't just an Auburn quarterback. That's all I'm saying.
Oh
He
yeah,
wasn't
true,
just
yeah,
that.
true that. I
Yeah,
mean
yeah,
he started at
that's what
Florida.
I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, hey man, listen, it is what it is. It's unfortunate though. I think that injury to Bo Nix, that was such like a fluke injury. I
Yeah, man,
don't.
he's a complete game changer.
Yeah. So I just hopefully it's not something that's gonna keep him out for the start of the season next year. But
Probably if it's just a broken bone in your ankle, I don't think so. I mean, he should be healed up by it. I mean, it's what now? It's January, like preseason's in August, so you have a full
He getting the what's it called? What Tuesday?
Tuesday, yeah. So I mean, 6 months should be enough recovery time for that, I would think.
Why
yeah,
is
me
Oh,
usually
they
too.
know,
trying to
like
convince?
damage.
Why is usually trying to convince us that Jared Stidham is going to be good?
But
I'm
I
gonna
don't
be
He
honest
don't
with
want
you.
nobody to sleep on the game, man.
Nah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be honest with you, UG. After you told me BTJ is Kevin White 2.0, I just can't take your evaluation of players seriously.
No, that's crazy. I mean, we all miss on it that eval sometimes. Like
yeah, some
I was a Mingo guy. When Mingo came out, I was a Mingo guy. I was
I
completely
will.
wrong.
yeah, I
Mingo
was
was
definitely
terrible.
a bingo guy.
Nah, I was not a Mingo
Look,
person.
I hated Jackson Dart.
Yeah,
I hated Jackson Dart.
and
I thought Jackson Dart was the next Daniel Jones before the draft. And
I
then as
was
soon as we
actually
drafted him, I switched up.
yeah, I mean, I was actually high on Xavier Leggett, and that shit ain't work out well at all. So
No, yeah. I mean, look, it happens.
yeah,
But UG told me Texas was winning the Natty, and I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, man, I knew they were gonna win
Yeah.
that.
and he make the playoffs.
They are. It's he said his taste got legs. Y'all remember, right? He told us.
I'm crying.
So when they
Hey,
eventually win in like some years, he gonna be like, "Remember I told y'all they was gonna win it." I mean,
I'm
hey, Mick,
crying.
where you watching the game at?
Nigga, I'm watching that shit at the crib by myself. Like I'm a kind of
Okay,
nigga that I don't need to be around people when I'm watching my games, man.
As
yeah,
you
cool.
should.
I don't need to be around, especially playoff games. I don't need to be around people at all. So
Bro got his job took by Parker Washington. Hey, look, if they don't want BTJ anymore in Jacksonville, send him to the New York Giants. We'll pair him back up with Malik
You're
Neighbors.
okay.
and
I mean,
you don't need him, man.
You are
You got enough wide
okay.
receivers, man.
Right,
Don't y'all
not,
got Wandale over there? Like, come on, come
I
on.
mean
but yeah.
BTJ, Wandale, and Malik Neighbors, that to me, that's a hell of a trio.
Now
I'm
listen,
just
dog.
saying.
I ain't trying to be funny, and I'm not making fun of injuries because motherfuckers know how I feel about that. But that's three niggas with concussion, um, slight issues.
Hey
So I
man,
mean,
hold on. First of all, ain't your head coach known for getting every one of his quarterbacks hurt?
I'm
Don't talk to me about nobody getting hurt.
crying.
Because that's what your head coach is known for.
we also know for putting both ass to the midgets.
You're also known for losing in the Super Bowl my whole lifetime. Like, what are we doing here?
You're also
Like, come
known
on, man.
you're also known for being a flash in the pan. And guess why?
You're you're
Take a
also
wild
known
guess.
for fumbling
Take a
in
wild
the
guess why the
NFC
Giants were never
Championship
considered a
game
motherfucking
and
dynasty.
helping us
Because
beat the
the
Patriots
49ers
in the
was
Super
putting
Bowl for the
boot the
second time.
ass. But getting back to the
Damn, hey,
conversation,
maybe you would have won
BTJ,
one. Maybe you would have won one. The second one where we
what's the
won, and
motherfucker that
2011.
what's the one that's out already?
Travis Hunter,
No,
What
the
happened with
wide
that
receiver for
fumble,
the
man?
Giants.
Hey, man, what
neighbors.
happened? What
Yeah,
happened with that
Neighbors
fumble?
had concussions his rookie season. Dak
He
Jackson
had
Doc done
one.
had some.
He had
Okay,
one.
but how many times
Jackson
was he
Dart had
evaluated? How
one.
many? But he missed multiple
Jackson
games.
Dart had three. Cause listen,
No, he had
he
one.
only
So now
one
you want
confirmed.
BTJ,
He had
another dude
one.
that be having concussions? You want
One,
another one?
you had one confirmed concussion,
I
but
thought you
Dart
don't
was
reach your concussion limit, brother.
UG asked if he missed our picks today. Now we made the picks yesterday. Today we were just more so recapping two of the games and just chopping it up. We're gonna be back and doing this again tomorrow too
I
for
took
everybody.
the Pats and the Bears.
Yeah, I took the same.
I got did I take I think I did take the Patriots. I don't know.
I
I
think
took the
G
Ram I think I took the Rams and the Patriots.
I think CJ gonna shit his pants today.
Trent
Oh,
Brown is inactive.
yeah. I was just about to say that. Yeah.
Oh
So,
boy.
I mean, their right tackle out, so they probably got to move Titus to the right and play the left guard, or if they keep Titus at the left guard, then they're gonna have to play Blake Fisher at the right. It's not a good situation for them, man.
Man, they gonna
Yeah.
stunt that boy like crazy, boy. That stunt gonna have his head spinning.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, look, I
Yeah.
win either way because if the Patriots win, I've been rooting for the Patriots to win, and if the Tuscaloosa Texans win, it's roll tide. So I
Tuscaloosa.
win either way.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, as long as the Bears and the Broncos get bounced before the Super Bowl, I'm happy.
What you got against the
Hey,
Bears?
It's just her
Oh,
old coach.
Dennis Allen.
Oh,
since you
okay. Well,
brought
there you
up the
have it.
Bears, I was on the timeline today. I know I'm not the only one that done seen this, and hopefully it's AI, and I just was fooled. But I saw a bunch of grown men going to the nail salon
Yeah.
getting manicures in celebration
No. That
of
was not
Caleb
AI again.
Williams.
That was not AI
Um,
again.
Oh,
what
you mad at fans wanting to support their quarterback? Huh?
were they lighter complexion?
Of course they
I
were.
just,
Okay.
I just think acrylic assassin is hilarious. I'm stealing that push. I just, I thought it was crazy. Like I don't have that level of fandom. So shout out to
But
those fans though. Those are the type of supporters we need over here on the check down, man. They're dedicated over there.
but I do want to touch on
Yeah.
something like Yuji brought. I was reading the comments. Yuji brought Lamar into it. I get what you saying, dog, but I don't see Ravens fans. I see them defending Lamar more than them running around saying that he's the best in the league. Okay, the Bills fans parade around that fucking app, and they said
Mm,
every fucking day Josh Allen is the best in the league. Period.
The one thing I can say though, I was in that space last night and this morning, like it's kind of like a 50-50 split right now, though. Like 50% of them dudes are blaming Josh and the turnovers, and the other 50% are not.
Really?
So I could
yeah, but that's been honestly a trend for them in their faces the last 4 or 5 weeks. I'm gonna say this though. I was told in September by some bills that the regular season games don't matter, right? Because they're a perennial playoff team. And I said, okay, I could give you that. However, how you perform in the regular season can be an indicator of what you need to fix before you make it to the playoffs. And the
Mm-hmm.
issues I was seeing with that Bills team is the reason why they lost against fucking Broncos.
But they can't keep saying that though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, part of them always saying, "Oh, the regular season don't matter," is because they just assume they're going to cakewalk their way to the AFC East title, and be fighting for a first round bye. Introduce the Patriots. Okay, you don't have those hopes and dreams no more. Now you got to actually fight for your fucking division.
that's true.
Yep, it's gonna get spooky because this Patriots team gonna get better. They got a lot of young guys growing with May. They're gonna reload on talent, bro. Listen,
Pop, they 2 years ahead of schedule.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah. I mean, we're not really supposed to even be in the playoffs. I didn't have I had a 7 of ceiling. I mean, floor was 7, ceiling was 10. I didn't expect us to get in the playoffs. I didn't. I definitely expected us to win the playoff game. We definitely did. And I mean, like our team got weaknesses, man. Like if you watch ESPN or whatever you watch on TV, for those that do, I mean, they'll tell you, the edge rushers are weak on our team. They don't get. I think we're 15th in the league, and in pressure rate. The linebackers aren't good in coverage, so I mean we can be had by the tight ends and the running backs. I mean, like the offensive line isn't the best either. I mean, we have good skill level at the wide receiver position, but it needs work. I mean, like the tight ends are kind of getting long in the tooth as well. I mean, Henry's going into his 30s, and I mean Hooper is over 30. So it's like there are holes on that team. And so this is not the best version of the team that you're going to see in the next 2 to 5 years. So
No, and then think now, guess what? Now, guess what y'all are, JMIK? Y'all are a hot spot for free agents as well.
yeah. I mean, pretty much, and we still got like something like $70 million right now to spend next year.
Yeah, so that's all I'm saying. Like, listen, man, this
Yeah,
Patriots
no,
team
it's
gonna be
not
a
going to get worse. I don't think it's
problem.
getting worse.
No, y'all about to
and
be a problem real soon.
that Bills offensive line is getting older.
Yeah, it is.
Hmm.
The defense have already shown cracks of age already. So it's like, and like I said when at the beginning of the broadcast, they have struggled to replace the talent. And well, I didn't get specific, but I will now. They struggled to replace the talent in the secondary for their DBs. Okay, that they used to be a top unit in the league. They've struggled across the board to get Josh Allen um, weapons. I mean, James Cook kind of nobody had. Raise your hand if you thought James Cook was going to be this, because I didn't.
No, I didn't. I mean, like he played for my college team. I think he's going to be this.
Yeah, so it's like
I
he
thought he could. I thought he had the potential. I
okay.
genuinely
I'll
did.
take that,
I
Yeah, but
thought he
but
had the
he
potential.
I feel like he kind of just fell in a lap. I don't trust the Bills organization to draft skill position players. And they used to get so mad at me for saying that. But where's the lie?
I mean, you're not really lying though. You actually, it's pretty. I mean, because if you look at the wide receivers that they've drafted, tight end wise, they're good at drafting tight ends. I'll give them that. But wide receivers, they're not good at that. DBs, DBs is kind of layered. It's a layered conversation. DBs, they're not good at drafting them in the first round, but like they can get them in like day 2, day 3. Like they're really good at that. But it's like whenever you talk about drafting in the first round and like high, like what Sir's saying, high skill position plays in the first round, it normally don't end well for them.
Oh, no, I'm enjoying it. So
So how you feel about what he said right there, Mick, that y'all getting likely?
I mean, likely from Cambridge, Massachusetts, man. I mean, he from the backyard. He from the crib. So it would make sense. I mean, we do need a more athletic wide receiver. I mean, not wide receiver, tight end. I mean, he's not a pure blocking tight end, but he's, I mean, like he to me, like if we had him, like obviously we wouldn't have him blocking like that. But I mean, I wouldn't mind signing him. I welcome him back home.
Well, Randy picked the Patriots to win 20-13.
I mean, Randy played for us though, man. I mean, I'm not surprised.
Rex
shit,
picked the Texans 21-17.
Yeah, I'm hating
yeah,
that thing, man.
look at Randy with the fur on. Ah,
It's cold out there, man.
I bet.
I
Shit,
mean,
I
I was thinking
bet.
about going to that game. If it didn't snow, I'd be there. But man, that snow shit, like, nah, I'm good with that. I'm sorry. I was like, I'm like, y'all can have that shit.
Any hot takes before the game?
I think the difference maker in the game is going to be Travion Henderson. And a lot of people ain't really talking about him. Like, I just think his speed is going to be a factor in this game.
See that? I'm just excited to see it, man.
Yeah, man. I've been waiting all week.
UG said something. What was it earlier? Oh, the defense looks generational. Pat's gonna have to fight today. Yeah, y'all gonna have
Oh,
your hands full with that Tuscaloosa Texans defense, built by Bama. But I think y'all could get it done if you wanted to.
You want to keep saying that, but I know for a fact there's 2 LSU defensive players
Uh,
on that team that are
Where's the head
like
coach
a
from?
corner. So
and I
I
know
don't.
where the CB2 is from, too. That's what I'm going to say about it.
Where's the head
No, wait.
coach
So
from?
so so thank you,
Where's the
Mick.
head
Right
coach
there,
from?
this nigga just want to yell
Where's
about
D'Amico from?
Tuscaloosa, fucking
Yeah,
Texas. Nobody give a
yeah, because
fuck,
where
nigga.
D'Amico from?
Who cares, nigga?
Frisco.
Uh, D'Amico, Bama, man, built by Bama.
Oh my God.
That's that Bama blood through and through
Uh,
for Miko, man.
but where did he get his
Come
defensive
on,
philosophy
man.
from? Huh?
Built by Bama, man. All of it was built by Bama.
Robert
Robert
Sala.
Sala.
He
Yeah.
built by Bama.
Yeah,
That's
I
big
fucks with
Miko,
Miko
man.
though. That's my
You
guy. I
put some
like Miko,
respect on
man.
Miko, man.
Mm,
Maybe I wouldn't have got y'all ass whooped yesterday if y'all still had Miko, but
that was the
I agree with
reason.
that. Shit.
I
hey
mean,
man, when we gonna start having some conversations about Shanahan?
What conversation you want to have?
what conversation needs to be had?
Yeah, what
What you
conversation
mean
you
what
to have, my brother?
conversation needs to be had? 41-6?
Okay.
Uh,
Divisional round?
Stop it. Cause you tell me,
Stop what?
oh, I'm one of those franchises. Oh, we got 5 Super Bowls. Now you
What does
talking
that
about
got to do
divisional
with
round.
Kyle Shanahan?
Hey
What does
man,
that got to
hey
do with
man,
it?
hey man,
What does
hey
that got
man.
to
You
do with the
gotta give
conversation?
me some real
No,
standards. Give me some
I
real
just got to
standards.
remind the little niggas
Divisional
that like to
round.
uh,
talk big. Okay, because
Divisional round. Jay
you
Daniels
all
made it
little
to the
niggas.
to the NFC
And I
Championship
mean,
last year. What does
your
that mean?
name is deceiving because you call yourself Giants, but you're little niggas.
Well, okay.
Okay,
Uh, I
is
mean,
actually false advertisement. Somebody should sue you.
look, y'all making Germany look bad out there, man.
Listen,
I had to have a call with the
Hitler
chancellor
did that
today. I
on his
said,
own,
look, the
brother.
49ers got us,
Okay,
they don't got us looking
and all
good
that
out
funky
here,
ass
man. I
beer that
said
y'all be
Germany's
drinking.
team. Look,
Uh-uh.
I had to call them. I said, look, it's not looking good. We might have to rebrand. We might have to take the Levi name
What?
off of the stadium. Like, yeah, man, I had that. We was having some conversations because I don't know, man. I'm starting to feel like
And
Shanahan is a
then
fraud.
Gretchen said, "Sit down, little
Yeah.
nigga."
Look, JMIK, you could appreciate this. I'm starting to think that Shanahan is the Mark Richt of the
Uh-huh.
NFL.
Wow.
I can't appreciate anything because thank God Margaret not my college football. He win the shit. Thank God for
I
that.
know.
That
Listen,
shit is out of there.
all I will say this: I wish that we would have tanked like Andy Reid and the Chiefs because that was a hell of a fucking tank job with the best quarterback in the league. Okay, a top 10 pick. That was phenomenal because they did not have injuries like that for them to be tanking. They just sucked
Well, the
on
second
purpose.
Holmes tore his ACL, they just started pulling everybody from the game. That's what they did.
yep.
But the
That's
season
smart.
was over by that time, Mick. That season was done.
But
But
but the thing was if he didn't pull out if the whoever made those decisions to pull them players off the field, if they don't pull them players off the field, they're winning at least another 1-2 games.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
Bane to the Chiefs.
it's
Hell.
really the fact that the backup quarterback got hurt and he couldn't play, and then they had to play some dude that we ain't never heard of. That's what really caused him to lose all them games.
Yeah, because Gardner ended up going out.
Yep.
Is your game
Yeah.
kicking off early?
UG
Or
said
am I
season was
bugging?
over at Thanksgiving.
The game don't kick off till 3 o'clock. They're pushing this 2:45 shit, but I think the pregame show's over at 2:45, and then
Yeah.
the commentators will talk for like 15 more minutes.
UG
Who
said
want to
his
listen to
season was
them
over
talk
at
when you can listen
Thanksgiving.
to us talk?
Yeah, this
Because
is just the countdown. It's
first
gonna
of
be another
all,
pregame show.
and you ain't gonna see me at 3 o'clock. Once that shit turned
Yeah.
3, I'm gonna be out of here.
We're gonna be out of here too now.
No, we gonna be out by then for sure. We'll be
Shit.
back tomorrow though, because we got some things to talk about tomorrow. We got to talk about that
Mm.
natty game on.
Oh,
Hey man, we got to
I
preview
forgot the
that one.
Natty tomorrow.
Yeah, it's tomorrow
Yeah,
night.
we got to preview that one
That's
tomorrow. So
that
we're
should
gonna
be
be
a
back
good
for that.
one. That
First
should
and
be
back legacy game.
it's potentially. This could go either way. This could be a Carson Beck legacy game, or this could be a Indiana. We are a power conference for show game.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna be congratulating JMIK on making the Super Bowl. We just
Man,
gotta wait to see who they're gonna be facing, man.
I just need Miami to lose, man. That's it.
These niggas get 7. Oh my God. Yeah, if New England gets 7, man,
Man, if we really get
Talk
7,
about it, bro. You know what I mean?
I'm not the one on the app you need to be worried about. It's the other niggas. I'm not gonna be
bro,
just
I've
safe to say.
seen what y'all do.
not me you got to worry about.
Bruh, I do not want to deal with New England Patriots spaces, and they got 7 of them things, man. I do not. They are insane.
Yeah, but I don't think this is a championship type team. I just think at some point the holes going. It might not.
Man,
I mean, the holes may show themselves today, or they may show themselves next week or the
the
week.
road to the Super Bowl is wide open, dog. There are
But at
no
some point,
favorites.
them holes gonna show itself, man. I'm telling you. Like,
Y'all can't lose to Jared Stidham. Y'all lose to Jared
I'm not.
Stidham.
I'm
Don't
not
piss
saying
me
that we
off.
are, but what I'm saying is, at some point, you're gonna face a team that's gonna be able to really like exploit our weak, our weak points on defense, and I think that will happen at some point.
Well, you just said question. If Drake May wins the Super Bowl, does he surpass Josh Allen?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I love and usually.
Mm,
I need you back on the timeline, brother.
And
All
especially if
right.
he wins MVP, if he wins MVP and wins the Super Bowl and gets the Super Bowl,
yeah, like
that's it.
that's what's gonna have to happen for him to like surpass Josh Allen. In my opinion, you gotta get an MVP, be it a Super Bowl, regular season. But if you got to ring in an MVP, yeah, I could say, okay,
I
you
just feel like
better
an
now.
AFC championship game his second year is enough. This is second, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's his
Yeah,
first year starting the whole season though.
Okay. Yeah,
But
I feel like him just
Oh
making it
man!
to the AFC
Hey,
championship game.
read the bottom right there. He said
yeah,
not
And
coming back to Twitter until the Chiefs beat Denver.
I'm
That's
crying.
crazy, UG. That's crazy.
I'm
hey, bro,
crying.
don't say that because y'all mess around and get swept.
I think that's part of the
Yeah.
problem. What he's saying, the fact that
No, I'm talking about
back in
next
the
year.
race.
Come on, UG.
If you gonna stay away, if y'all get swept next year, whew,
Mm.
Hey man, it's a tricky situation, man, because when does Mahomes? I mean, obviously they say Mahomes will be back week 1, but is that realistic expectations?
To me, it's not even Mahomes. I'm looking at the Broncos. Like I'm looking at what the Chargers could potentially do. Like I'm gonna say this about the Chargers real quick. If they don't address that offensive line, Herbert needs to get the fuck off that team. Um, because they
I,
got the
I
offensive weapons. They got some young guys. They got that.
I feel like we gonna see what Jim Harbaugh is really made of next season
Hmm.
because you don't have Greg Roman that shields you no more. All right, so either you got the shit or get off the pot, brother.
yeah. But I think the Raven fans are still going to not blame him, though, bro. They can tell you that. I don't think it matters who their coach is or whatever.
Hey, who's the better Oregon quarterback? Bo Nix or Justin Herbert?
Herbert.
Are you
Herbert.
sure?
Yep. Herbert.
I mean, one of them actually shows up and wins games in the playoffs. The other one still hasn't done
I
it.
don't.
So
I don't
I
know.
mean, well, one
yeah, I
has
mean,
to do
I'm just
more than the
asking.
other though.
I don't really care.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't
Give
trying
me
to
Bo
shoot the
Nix
brother no
over
bell, but I
Justin
mean, I
Herbert, man.
I do have eyes. I can't sit here and watch football and say that at at, at this stage in the season, Herbert has to do a lot more than Bo Nix.
He does a lot more losing too.
Okay. Cool. Don't make him better.
Hey
Broncos
man,
will have a crazy amount of cap. If we can't beat them, it's over for the Chiefs.
Hey, JMIK,
let's not discredit the Broncos though. Like that's a good team over there too, brother. I hear
Yeah,
what you're
the Chiefs
saying,
don't
but
like them niggas, boy.
yeah, like you talking
Yeah.
about them like they
Yeah.
like bum saws, dog. Like come on now.
Yeah. And I'm just
CJ Stroud, like he
saying,
about to cry on the TV.
Say what?
they got an
CJ Stroud
opportunity to
look like he
get
about to
better.
cry on the TV putting them pads on. I don't think he look ready, JMIK. He don't. I don't know, man.
I mean, I
He
be
look
telling
like he
people this
about to
that
shed a
like don't
tear.
that have never lived in the Northeast or played football in the Northeast, dog. Like once it get below 40, man, like, and I mean, like just getting hit in that weather hurts, man. When you everything you do in that weather when you on the football field hurts, man. That's all I'm gonna tell you. And I mean, for people to tell you that they like playing in that type of cold, like they lying to you.
I know they are, JMIK.
That's what I'm gonna
It
tell you. They
don't
lying to
make,
you.
it makes no fucking sense.
And I'd rather play in 50 like when it's 50 or 60 degrees outside. Like I hated to play when it was 30 degrees outside.
If you like playing that, you might need a little help mentally, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And you got to be mentally ready for that cold weather. It's not just the temperature, man. You got like it's windy up there too. Like it's gonna be a wind chill. It's gonna be like, and the worst thing when it's cold is when it's damp. Like so you get a little snow, a little cold rain. That's when it's the worst. So I mean, you just got to be mentally prepared for that. And I mean, even though you get paid millions to play this game, a lot of dudes is not mentally prepared for that.
Cause that first hit hurt.
The first hit hurt, the second hit hurt, and the last hit hurt, bro. Like
you might eventually go numb, though. You might go numb at some point. You know what I mean?
Listen, man, I don't care how long. I don't care what time it is in that game. When you hit that hard ground, it hurts. I don't care how hyped up you are.
Man, you are offensive lineman. Look, I play left tackle. I play left tackle. I play D-line. So you get cold out, you trying to block somebody, your hands start changing color down there. You can barely feel it. It's not a good feeling, man.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I don't think there's a position on the football field that actually likes cold weather. Nobody does, unless you just crazy.
Yeah. I mean, like, even the kickers don't like it because when you kick the ball, like, it feels like a piece of concrete. So it's just like
same with catching it.
Yeah, it's just not. It's not enjoyable. And people that'll tell you that's enjoyable playing in the cold, like when it's sub 30, like I said, they're lying to you.
Yeah, they definitely lying, boy. Cause
nah, JMIK, I played with a little crazy boy, man. Hey, he liked it though.
Well, I mean,
he would be if it was hot, he would be like lethargic. When it got wintertime, that boy was a killer.
Yeah,
he said it was something about hitting them in the cold and hearing them go that made him get hype.
I mean,
sound like he was playing the wrong sport.
Yeah, but you sound like a sick individual.
Sound like you should be playing hockey.
This is a sick non-Negro.
Hey, he was the only person I ever seen get hype when it get cold. I'd be like, bro, you don't even play like this during spring camp.
And like, bro, it's even worse when you losing, dog. Like it's just when you losing, that ground just feel like it gets harder and harder. Like, you know how they say like the field in the springtime when you running on that grass, the dirt and grass, it gives a little bit. Yeah. But in the wintertime, boy, that ground don't give at all. Ain't no give, brother.
No, I don't. That's what I'm
Fortunately,
saying.
I played most of my football in Texas, so I ain't had to deal with that much.
And you lucky, man.
I don't play on plenty frozen fields in DC, dog.
Yeah.
Well, look, I was outside in 110, full pads.
Like, we do that too.
Deal with that cold.
Shit, 2 days. What are you talking about?
2 days. We used to have 3 days, man.
Oh, this old. If this ain't the most Me Too ass nigga I've ever met in my life, boy.
We used to have a 3 days, man. Had to be in school like 5 in the morning.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, when I played, man, we ain't had 2 days, we had 3 days. Like, that shit was crazy. So
facts.
Man, listen, that 3 days used to kick, boy. And look, J-Man, and I had a job. So after getting off, I gotta run into the locker room, get me a good shower in, put my work clothes on, jump in the whip, drive 30 minutes to the job. I was, boy, oh my
God. And I mean, for me, like, my coach was an asshole, right? So what he did on the 3 days was, like, the third practice, he wouldn't end the practice until a nigga threw up. Like, that's when he would end the practice. Like, I was like, man, this is some bullshit.
I'd have been telling people like, hey man, get right, man. What you waiting on?
I ain't gonna hold you. That Letterman's jacket Kraft had on was kind of cold. I ain't even gonna hold you.
It was cold outside, man.
Nah, that Letterman's jacket was nice. I ain't that shit. It was a little nice.
Yeah, that was
that silver and white. Yeah, that shit was cold.
I mean, he don't need to work because then he gonna be in the suite anyways.
The 49ers got beat so bad, Cert trying to get him a Patriots jacket now, man.
I ain't say all that. I ain't say I was gonna put it on, but I can admire it from afar. I can do that.
It's like you admire the Super Bowl from afar.
Yeah, huh? I will never wear another team's paraphernalia. I wouldn't even bet it.
Not even back in the day. Don't lie to
Nah,
me, sir.
not football. Uh,
You might get
Sir,
me with a little basketball. Football, I ain't
yeah.
playing.
there's no way you
Li-
telling me you never had another football jersey.
Mm-mm. Nope.
You never had a
No,
Mike
no, no,
Vick
no.
or none of that. Like, come
I had a
on, man.
Edgerrin James, and I had a what's the dude from New York, the running back? Um,
Which one?
around the same time Edgerrin was playing. What's it? Curtis Martin? Yeah, I had
Yeah.
hit, but those were gifts. I didn't buy them.
I didn't see you bought them. You just said this.
I mean,
Everybody done had
jerseys
somebody
was
jersey.
in. It was part of fashion. So I mean,
Okay,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. But that's still
But
paraphernalia. I'm just
I
saying.
don't even
But
have
like,
them. I gave them away.
because look, I'm a little younger than you, right? Because you know everybody can't be as old as you are.
Uh,
But like back when I was in high
uh,
school, we was wearing
don't worry
snapbacks,
about it, nigga.
right?
I know
So
somebody that like it.
we was wearing snapbacks. I mean, I had the Jet snapback, I had a Giant snap. I
Oh no,
think I had like damn near every team snapback back then, man. But
Now
that
hear
was the
me out,
weird
brother.
era. We used to have two snapbacks at the same time, sir. We had one on our
Two
head,
snapbacks in the
and then
same
we would put
time.
one on our belt buckle. I don't know why, but
Man,
that's just what we
I don't
did, man.
either. I'm
and
glad y'all stopped doing that.
Texas shit. That's
I'm
weird.
glad we stopped doing that too. I know it looked dumb,
But nah, listen.
but you
I
was
I
wearing
wore
your
the
clothes
jersey because
backwards and stuff like that.
oh
10
no, I ain't never
sizes
do
too
none of
big.
that.
So don't
It was
be
doing
pipe
that
down a
that
little bit.
when the authentic jerseys had first hit. I remember authentic jerseys was like 175, and then they became popular. They jumped to 320. And I'm like, damn. But yeah, it was a gift. But I gave both of them away. Now a hat, I would never wear another team's hat. I would never do that.
Nah, snapback era, man. It was just
Uh-uh.
it is
I
what
can't
it
do
was,
it.
man.
Now
You had them
baseball,
NBA jeans though, didn't you?
I was no man, bro.
You ain't
Come
had
on
the
now.
NBA jeans with all the
Nah, but
teams
I
on
had
'em?
one of them HBC Letterman jackets. That bit was tough.
Mm-mm.
Y'all
Um.
remember? Y'all remember the race car jackets with the
Oh
big
Yeah.
top?
yeah, the Eminem joint. Yeah, hell yeah, I
Oh,
remember them.
oh, oh. I had one. I had one with all the HBCU teams on it.
No, the only time I had multiple teams was baseball, and we didn't have a team, so I was uh, a on and off Dodgers fan. But I would get like I had a Phillies, like my initials, CTP. I would get Cincinnati Rangers and the Phillies because it was my initials. But outside of that, I would wear Dodgers. But baseball, I ain't really care. But football, I can't do it. I can't do it. Even college, I ain't wearing number. I've never had a jersey
Oh
outside of
no,
Florida State.
college I'll never do. Well, no, I've had a jersey outside of Alabama jersey, but like that was also a gift. I would never buy another jersey. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you ain't had a Mr. Clean jacket with that bald head you got, man.
No, I don't need a
Yeah.
jacket. I don't need it.
You-
I don't need a jacket. I don't. They can see it. Go through my media file. I don't need a jacket. It's right there.
He said he Mr. Clean in the flesh, not on the jacket. He don't need him on a jacket. But hey, man, anything else we got before we get up out of here, man?
I don't think that's it.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Be back in here tomorrow, same time, same place. We're gonna do the recap for day 2, and then we'll see you again. Tuesday, Wednesday, somewhere in there, sometime this week. So stay tuned. Tap in Saturday for the championship face off. We have all 4 teams in here, man, head to head, man. Who gonna win? Who gonna go to the championship, and why? Hey, Pop, take us to the crib.
For sure. Remember to follow the YouTube page. Make sure you follow the CheckDown NFL Twitter page. Join the CheckDown Twitter community, and always remember to tell a friend, and we'll tap in with y'all later.
This is the check down. No fluff. No filters. Just football.